You guys welcome. Good morning. Hi, Nelia. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. If you're planning on joining me for a 5-minute seated mindfulness meditation, go ahead and start to make yourself comfortable. Cross-legged, I have a yoga block sitting underneath my bum, so it elevates the hips a little bit so you're not sitting as deep into the flexion of your hips. That's pretty uncomfortable, especially if your hips tend to be tight. If you don't have a yoga block, you can just roll up a blanket or put a couple pillows underneath your bum. But make them firm enough and so you don't feel like you're sinking while you're in your seat. If neither of those are working, you can also sit on your shins and be mindful of your knees. And basically just want to bring ourselves into an upright position where our head is above our heart. And notice as I'm crossing the legs, I'm not crossing the ankles. I'm putting one shin down and then I'm laying the other shin in front. And so it's creating a nice balance, externally opening from the hips and moving down the thighs towards the knees. And then the shins are completely grounded. So there's a nice flat. And again, if that's not working and you're sitting directly on the ground, that's why we put something underneath the bum. And that should help you feel in some lightness while you're sitting, and then set you up for more stillness, so you're not feeling like you have to fidget or move around the discomfort in any way. And so as you get your props set, let's have the palms facing down on your thighs. So anywhere on your legs, let your elbows come in by your side bodies so that your shoulders can release down and away from your ears. Your neck is stacked in one line all the way from the base of your spine through the crown of your head. And so we're neither lifting the chin, nor are we letting the chin fall into the chest. And you want to keep it the cervical spine in your neck. And you can feel it if you just kind of slide your chin in and your ears come back a little bit. And then once you get into that lightness, you're welcome to close your eyes if you want to keep your eyes open, and pick one point that you can focus on, and then let your eyes hover around that one point and for the duration of your meditation. Let's take one empty breath. This just means take an inhale, and at the top of your inhale, hold it for 3 to 5 seconds. And feel the clustering of the breath, the energy of the breath in your body, and then exhale, release all the air out of your mouth until your lungs are completely empty. And if you are closing your eyes, go ahead and close your eyes now. And you feel your awareness shift inward, even though you can still pick up sounds and with your ears, and that'll give you some context outside. And closing the eyes, turn inward and feel your body, observe your thoughts. And with your mind, you can put a gentle or a soft focus on the breath itself. So without changing the breath, you simply observe the air as it's coming into your body, and observe the air as it's going out of your body. And that's if you need that soft focus. If your mind is relatively still and calm, there's not a lot of attachment this morning, then you can just focus on the stillness and be in the position as we open ourselves into this experience this morning, and then we'll be able to take this with us into our flow practice. Again, simply observing the air as it comes into your body and as it goes out of your body if you need to. And I'll call you back in a few minutes. Enjoy. Please draw a soft focus to your next breath. Sit up nice and tall. And feel your lungs fill and feel your chest inflate. And then as you ease your way back from in your meditative state and soften your chin, begin to bring your eyes back into the room. And take a moment to pause. You reflect on how you're feeling. You reflect on what you're seeing. And the vivid nature of colors and the sharpness of objects. And perhaps your eyes seeing a little bit more clearly this morning. And it is a good morning, everybody, so welcome. And thank you for joining us on your mat. And look forward to sharing this practice with all of you. Hey, Bri Rai. Hi, Anya. Hi, Brad. You know, feeling if you were sitting or if you have a seated practice, there's so many analogies and probably so many parts of your life that you've already encountered where, you know, you start to realize that you were in the meditative state. That meditation is obviously an internal practice, but that, you know, it's been with you or you've experienced it in different activities, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a yoga practice, a physical yoga practice. You know, meditation could be felt when you're swimming or when you're on a hike, places where you're quiet. You know, something that comes up for me, and maybe we'll get into more about, you know, these stories in our Yoga Life live chat this week on Friday. But something that I think about, because there's this subtle vibration, right, in richness of the relationship with gravity, where you can feel these little elements bouncing around in your body. You can feel the little sways of your body relating to gravity and establishing this groundedness. And something that I think about growing up was my dad is a big fisherman. He loves being on the water, and so we grew up on a river, and, you know, pretty much fishing was part of every single day. And you know, the thing about fishing is you're not always catching fish. You know, I'd say the majority of the time that you're fishing, you're not catching fish. And so you go out with a certain, you know, vision, and this is something that I want to do, but then you end up establishing all of this space, you know, when you're sitting there on the boat, and, you know, what it feels like is when you throw the line out and say there's a bobber on the line, and it's just sitting on the surface of the water, and, you know, very gently you're just watching that bobber, you know, with the ripples and some waves that may come by and whatnot, and some waves are bigger than others. And then if at a certain point, right, there's a fish that goes to grab onto that bait, you watch that bobber and it just goes straight down, right, super fast, super deep. So just a little something that came through the meditation. And so, you know, I wonder, you know, was all that space that was being offered, you know, from an early, you know, onset in childhood through adolescence, was all of that, you know, a meditation practice just without knowing it or defining it that way. So as you get to experience your practice a little bit more, and you may identify with it and so much about being on a mat, perhaps your mind can start to expand, and you can see that you're practicing, and this is all part of the Yoga Life philosophy, that you're practicing really in so many other ways. You know, physical asana is just something that, you know, maybe we're excited about doing and we're very interested in doing. So, Lindsay, good morning. Hi, Karina. Leslie, good morning. Oh, thank you. Oh, we've got an update. Kenya the snake is now logging in. Greetings. Let's do this, Kenya. Hi, Valeria. Josh, good morning. Victoria. Angela, good morning. James and Jojo, good morning, you guys. And Neil, welcome back. And good morning. And we got about 1 minute. I've got the playlist queued up on the live stream earbuds, and then it's also out there on Spotify. Hope you guys can hear me okay. Brooke, good morning. Spotify playlist. Go to Spotify. It's got to be on a separate device than than what you're watching the video on, and then search Joe space, just a space, Komar, Komar, and you'll see my profile pop up. I think it's a picture of our logo at the studio, Urban 728, and then you should see the public playlists. And there's a playlist there dated today for May the 4th, 2020. I finally understood what PJ was talking about yesterday. I mislabeled the class when we started. I went back and changed it. And to those that were practicing live yesterday, I apologize. My power cords are burning up on the camera. So basically, without knowing it, the camera looks like it's being charged, but the power cord's burnt up. It's slowly fading, and then eventually I lost the power on the camera at about quarter till yesterday. So I went back and recorded and finished the class. You'll see the little blip around 10:46. It's pretty smooth, so you could always take a full class or share that class with people. It is complete now. And Jenna, good morning. Hi, Biz. Caitlin, welcome from DC. Hi, Angie. Asher, good morning. All right, I'm going to start my playlist here. If you're following along on Spotify, go ahead and start yours there. And let's make our way once you get your volume set up. So I'm just going to keep talking so that you can hear the volume on your video and make sure that's nice and pronounced, and so that you're not having to look back at the video constantly. And then, in this style, in classes, you guys, I would normally probably give more space. We all know I love to talk when I'm teaching, but I would typically give you more space when we're in person. I am filling in a little bit more of that with conversation and cues, so that we can stay engaged, so that we can stay on our mat. And for an hour, I know there can be challenges and distractions, around you at home. Let it be a part of your practice. Okay? Be the anchor. Be the pillar that's going to stay on the mat for the next hour, and whatever's going to happen will happen through the breath. Okay? And so now you got your music and your video. Let's go ahead and lie down onto your back, please, in Shavasana. Hi, Frida. Saya, good morning. Oh, amazing. In the mountains. Hi, Christy. PJ, welcome back, and thank you, PJ, for supporting on the live chat. Once the camera went out yesterday, he was giving people some things to do, and PJ's also one of our amazing instructors at the studio and a dear friend, so thanks, Peach. All right, I'll join you in Shavasana. You let your legs go out long, maybe a little micro bend to your knees. If that feels good, you're just taking some of the rigidity out. This pose can present some tightness in the low back. If you tend to be a hard ass, notice if your bum is really firm, and then consciously and with your awareness start to soften your bum. And I'm going to repeat something that I mentioned last night in our detox practice, and because I feel that it makes good sense, and it's a nice way to describe and understand awareness and the present self. So, I talk about these layers at which we're practicing through constantly, and that's a physical layer, emotional layer, and mental layer. And so this includes your sensations, obviously physically, your breath is in that bucket. And then your emotions are, all the things that come up while you're practicing, the stories or the dramas or the celebrations, right? And then you've got your thoughts. So all of these things are happening, and And we're flowing our breath into them. They're intersecting, they're crossing, they're stacking on top of each other. One's dropping out from underneath. But, let's think about the analogy of surfing. So basically, physical, emotional, and mental are the waves. It's the water underneath the surfboard. Some of the waves are bigger than others. And then the awareness that we bring and propose and bringing with us to the mat is the actual surfboard, right? That you're standing on while you're surfing. So you're standing on the awareness, you're riding the waves, and physically, emotionally, and mentally. And then you being on top of the surfboard is the present self. Those of you that surf, you're like, that's exactly what's happening. You may notice how present you are when you're riding those waves. And so this is just a way to incorporate that while you're on your mat. You're not denying anything from coming up. And we'll keep riding the waves, everybody. Let's bring your right knee into your chest. Interlace the fingers onto your right shin. And keep your left leg long. And like we're baking, let's make circles with your right knee. Go counterclockwise. And feeling into your hip crease, your hamstring, your glute, your piriformis. These are just some of the muscles. I don't go crazy amount into anatomy while I'm teaching, right? In teacher training and practice intensive, we'll get real nerdy about it. But, if you're curious, all you got to do is open an anatomy book, especially if you've been feeling something in your body. You go on to the Google and type in the outer right hip and then look at the anatomy of the outer right hip. It's going to help inform some more about what you might be feeling. And pull your right knee directly in towards your shoulder. And strengthen your arms, flex your biceps, and then pull firmly. Take 3 breaths here with your lips sealed. You softly go ahead and release your right leg and extend it back onto the mat. And bring your left knee into your chest, interlace the fingers onto your shin. And I love that we're always picking up new people on the live streams here. Go ahead and start to make circles with your left knee. But there has been a lot of consistency in seeing many of you here daily. And so in that sense, it really has felt like the community of a retreat. And checking in with one another, I want to send some love out to our dear friend Nathan. I think a lot of you know Nathan, and he works out in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico. So he just went back. And as far as we were texting yesterday, his plan is to be doing this class out in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico on an oil rig from the live stream. So it's pretty incredible. And that this practice can literally reach the edges of the earth right now. And give it a nice tight squeeze. Flex your biceps, please. And take 3 breaths here. And softly go ahead and release your left leg, both legs long. Take your arms over your head. Give yourself a big morning stretch. Flex your ankles, toes to your knees. Draw your navel in. Feel your shoulders ground. Yeah, I love that I can ask you a question, but I can't hear your answer. So you guys cool if we start with some core? And bend your legs. Bring your feet flat. Interlace the fingers behind your head. And press down into your feet as you inhale. And exhale, little baby crunch. Just roll up till you feel your belly squeeze. And then inhale, roll down, elbows wide, touch the ground. Exhale, roll up. Feel your feet, draw your navel in. Inhale, roll down. Exhale, roll up. Nice. Inhale, roll down. Exhale, roll up. Now try pressing the head back into the hands. You'll feel it more. Inhale down. And versus pulling with the hands, exhale up. And keep the head in the hands. Roll down. Exhale, come up. 4 more. Nice. 1 more. Great. Inhale, roll down. And release your hands. Roll onto your right or left side. And go in either direction. Let's come around into a tabletop. And spread your fingers wide. Step your right foot back. Tuck your toes. And then just press back through the right heel. So your left knee is still on the ground. And soften your chin. Pull your navel in and breathe deeper. And the idea is to firm your belly, soften your jaw, seal your lips, and then maintain the connection to your breath. And keep kicking through your right heel. Feel the extension in the back of your leg. And then bring your right knee down onto your mat. And slide your left leg back. Tuck your toes. And kick back through your left heel. You can soften your chin, firm your belly in. And connect to your breath in through your nose and out. And remember, even if you're not listening to the playlist now, these playlists are available as moving meditations. You can turn them on when you're gardening, and when you're playing in the yard, when you go for a walk, when you go for a run. Okay, they're designed and with the energy and to support you. Bring your left knee back onto the mat. And with your next breath, inhale, curl your toes. And exhale, press all the way back into a down dog. Lift your hips. And drop some weight into the center of your heels. And roll the weight out of the tips of your toes, and so you're dragging back with the balls of your feet. And those of you that can get your heels flat all the way to the mat, and then you can gently even lift the tips of your toes off the ground. And take the curve out of your low spine. Inhale. On your exhale, walk your hands back to your feet. If you can, legs straight, hands flat. If it's too tight and through your back body, a little micro bend to your knees and fingertips on the ground. And feel here with your 2 hands and feet on the ground, you can close your eyes and gently rock some weight and back into the center of the heel and then forward in towards the toes. Like you're on the most gentle rocking chair. I'm curious, who has the best rocking chair at their house? I'm curious. Let's keep the weight back into the heels. Grab for opposite elbows and let your chin come into your chest. Now add a little sway side to side with your torso. And start to breathe into your side bodies, in between your ribs, your intercostal muscles as you pull your elbows down. Make this inhale longer than your last. And sway to center, release your elbows and crawl your hands out into a down dog. And keep your hips high. And see if you can get your fingertips all the way to the top edge of your mat. So a really wide and downward facing dog. Tailbone up. And biceps frame your ears. And wrap your elbows down so the eye of your elbow is turning up. And then feel your upper back spread. And feel it. 3 breaths in your back here. Keep scooping your low belly in. And press down into your hands, lift your heels, and now walk your feet all the way up to your hands, top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, draw your belly in as you reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Take a step back onto your mat. Inhale, circle the arms up, press down into your heels. And then twist, right arm back, left arm forward. Keep your right arm strong and slide your ears back. And breathe across your chest. Use the strength in your upper back. And tall, lift it out of your low spine. And when you're ready, inhale, bring your right arm back, reach both arms up. And ground your feet. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward. And avoid turning your left hip back. So you're trying to keep your pelvis and square to the top, and then strengthen your arms, slide your ears back. And then breathe across your chest. Yes, with your inhale, come back, reach both arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Feel the space every time you release a twist. Inhale, circle the arms up. Now you got a deeper breath. Exhale, dive through your midline, hands to the mat. Inhale to lift halfway, open the chest. Bend the knees, plant the hands, step back into a high plank. And bring your big toes together, inhale. Exhale, roll to the outer edge of your left foot. Inside plank, right arm can come up. And gaze can remain down. It's early, lift your bottom hip. Embrace your core, strengthen your back. Take 3 breaths here. And ways to support, you can always have your right foot on the mat in front of your left shin. And keep your neck long. Inhale your gaze and right hand down. Exhale, shuffle the feet back together. And stay long in your spine. Inhale. Roll to the outer edge of your right foot. Exhale. And stack the legs, gaze down. Float your left arm up. And keep your legs together so you're realizing your core, and that is your legs, your belly, and your upper back simultaneously engaged. Nice. Gaze and left hand comes down. Exhale, shuffle your feet back together. Inhale, shift forward, lengthen through the crown. Exhale, pull your hips back into a down dog. And biceps frame your ears, tailbone up, draw your low belly in. And turn your elbows in, eye of the elbows up, lift your heels. And bend your knees, exhale, use your belly, take 2 steps to the top. Inhale, lift halfway, open the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, belly in, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms, look up. Exhale, dive through your midline, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, open the chest. Plant the hands, step back into your high plank. Big toes together, inner thighs squeeze, take an inhale. Exhale, lower halfway, turn your elbows in. Straighten your arms, press back up to plank. Exhale, lower halfway, elbows in. Straighten your arms, back to plank. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, press up. Exhale, lift your hips, down dog, keep your big toes together. Left hand stays where it is. Squeeze your inner thighs and reach your right arm back by your side. And take your right forearm behind your back. And it can be as simple as the back of the hand on your sacrum. And then lift your sacrum into your forearm. And gaze softens in the middle of your mat, and take 3 breaths here. Stay engaged in your legs. Inhale, bring your right hand back out in front. Exhale, reach your left arm back by your side. And keep the hips as square as you can. Left forearm behind your low back. And back of the hand to the sacrum. Lift your tailbone, sacrum up. And gaze to the middle of your mat. 3 breaths. And so you're using your belly. It's not in your shoulder. And bring your left hand back out in front. Inhale, roll out into a high plank. Exhale, right knee to your right elbow. Keep your core in. Hold here and breathe for 3, 2. Step back into your plank. Bring your left knee to your left elbow. Hold here. Bring the heel closer to your bum. 2, 1. Step back into your plank. Lift your hips into your down dog. Roll the heels down. Inhale, lift the heels back up. Bend the knees. Exhale, 2 steps to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, belly in, stand up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, dive through your midline, forward fold. Deep breath, inhale, lift halfway. Plant the hands, step back into your high plank. Big toes together, inhale. Bend the arms, exhale, lower halfway. Straight arms, inhale, plank. Exhale, lower halfway. And straight arms, back to plank. Exhale, lower halfway. And push up plank. Lift your bum, chest down, biceps frame your ears, downward facing dog. And feel the space in your body, connection to your breath. Inhale your right leg up, 3-legged dog, split. Exhale, right knee, right wrist, slide it up to your elbow, feel the oblique. Inhale, kick back and up. Exhale, right knee, left wrist, slide it up to the elbow. Inhale, kick back and up. Exhale, knee to your nose, step your right foot through. So you want a wide lunge, slide your left toes back. Soften your back knee down. Untuck your back toes. Inhale, pull your chest forward. And shoulders back. Exhale, soften your chin to your chest. And feel your hips getting heavy. Take an inhale. And set your left hand flat. Exhale, reach your right arm up. As you reach your right arm up, firmly press to the top of your left foot. And little turn of your right wrist, pinky forward, thumb back. And that's going to open. You're going to feel your right shoulder slide away from your face. And so you're orientating your mind to the balance in your breath. In riding the waves, remember your surfboard is the awareness, and you're standing as your present self on top of that awareness. And bring your gaze and right hand down. And tuck your back toes under and then lift your knee. Okay, roll to the outer edge of your left foot and slide your right leg back on top. You're in side plank. Reach your right arm up. Keep your legs strong and then reach your right arm forward and make circles around your shoulder. 3. And then reverse. Take your hand forward, up, back, and around. 3. Good. Bring your gaze and right hand to the mat. Square back into your plank. And shift forward. Feel the strength in your legs. And then use that exhale. Draw back into your down dog. Right heel down. Inhale, left leg up. Down dog split. Exhale, left knee to your left wrist. Slide it up to your elbow. Inhale, kick back and up. Exhale to your right wrist. Slide it up to your elbow. Inhale, back and up. Exhale, big step all the way through. You want a wide lunge. Slide your right toes back. Soften your right knee down. Untuck the toes, hands on the mat. Inhale, lunge through your heart. And exhale, chin down to your chest. And feel your pelvis coming forward. Inhale, set your right hand flat. Exhale, twist. Reach your left arm up. As your left arm goes up, firmly press to the top of your right foot. And you'll feel the stretch in your hip flexors. Top hand, wrap your pinky forward, thumb back, draws the shoulder away from your ear. And stay long and strong in your bottom arms so your heart is up dogging. And bring your gaze and left hand back down to the mat. And tuck your back toes, lift your right knee, roll to the outer edge, slide your left leg back, side plank. And left arm comes up, reach it forward, and make circles with your left arm. 3. And change directions. Take the arm forward, up, back, and down and around. 3. Nice. Gaze and left hand down. Pivot back into your plank. Inhale, shift forward. Feel the strength in your legs. Use that exhale. Pull back into your down dog. And heels down, biceps around your ears. Great. With your inhale, lift the heels, look forward. Bend the knees. Exhale, 2 light steps to the top. Inhale, lift halfway, big toes together. Exhale, fold, weight in the heels, bend your legs, reach your arms up, Utkatasana. The arms reach high, tailbone slides low. Take an inhale. Exhale, arms by your sides, chest to your knees. Stay here. Weight in the heels, arms reaching back, wrists lifting up. Interlace the fingers behind you. Cross your thumbs, shoulders pull back, and then straighten your legs, dive, forehead towards your knees. And regrip the hands if you need to. Squeeze the pinky side of your palm. And feel it across your chest. Lift your thumbs another inch. Hey, lips sealed, jaw soft. Hands to your bum, release your grip. Hands to the mat, bend your legs. Inhale, arms up, Utkatasana. Hands to your heart, twist. Left elbow outside your right thigh. Keep the weight back in the center of your heels. And pull your thumbs in towards your heart center sternum. And then your left ear is up away from your bottom shoulder. Squeeze the knees back to center. Inhale, rise, arms up. Exhale, dive, fold, belly in. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen the spine. Plant the hand, step back into your high plank. Together, take an inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower halfway, elbows in. Tops of the feet, inhale, up dog. Exhale, lift your hips and use your legs, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, big light step all the way through. Press through the front heel, inhale, rise up. Exhale, arms by your sides, chest over your right knee. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, warrior 2, back heel down, lunge. Inhale, reverse the warrior 2. Exhale your hands to the mat, back heel high. Bend the legs, step your left foot to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, bend the legs, weight in the heels. Inhale, arms up, Utkatasana. Hands to your heart, right elbow outside your left thigh. Weight in the heels, draw your thumbs in. That's going to take you deeper into the rotation through your torso. And squeeze the knees back to center. Let's go. Inhale, rise, reach the arms up. Exhale, dive, fold, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway, ride the waves. Hands down, step back into your high plank. Strong legs, inhale, forward. Exhale, lower halfway together. Inhale, up dog, tops of the feet, press. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, big step all the way through. Press through the front heel. Inhale, rise, arms up. Exhale, hinge, arms by your sides, chest over the knee. Come back up. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, warrior 2, bend your front leg. Inhale, reverse your warrior 2. Windmill your hands down, back heel high, step your left foot back plank. Feel your legs, exhale, lower halfway, push up, high plank. Exhale, halfway, push up, plank. Exhale, halfway, push up, plank. Go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press back, downward facing dog. Keep your lips sealed. Tiptoe, balls of your feet, And little baby steps all the way up to your hands. And keep your elbows in. And shoulder blades wide. Feet all the way up to the top. Fingertips are fine. Take an inhale. Flutter your lips. Exhale. And bend your legs, arms up. Utkatasana chair. Sweep the arms back, chest to your knees. Interlace the fingers behind you. And get a grip. Take an inhale. Exhale, dive. Straight legs and fold. Use your legs. Softness in your toes. Let go of the grip in your tongue. And draw your thumbs up higher. And thumbs to your bum. Softly release your grip. Hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Roll your shoulders. Listen. Exhale, left foot back into a lunge. Keep your spine long. Bend your front leg. Take an inhale. Exhale, float your arms forward. Lift your wrists. And firm your front heel, hands to your heart, proud chest. Exhale, twist, left elbow outside your right thigh. And pull your tailbone down towards your front heel. And kick strong through your back leg. Awesome. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring your gaze and hands down, square the chest. Inhale, puff the chest up. Exhale, straighten the leg, forehead to your right knee. And come back. Inhale, lunge, puff the chest. Exhale, fold, straighten the front leg. One more. Inhale, lunge, chest through. Exhale, straight leg, forehead to the knee. Inhale, come back to your lunge, feel your feet. Exhale, rise, belly in, tailbone down. Gaze forward, inhale. Exhale, warrior two, back heel heavy. And let's straighten the front leg. Feel the ball of the foot. Inhale to reverse your triangle, right arm up. And breathe into your right side body. And keep the shoulder rooted as you lift the breath into the rib cage. And on your exhale, bend your front leg, bring the arms back, warrior two. Give the warrior two space to align. And feel the length through your inner right thigh, the ground through your back heel. And tailbone down, chest proud. On your exhale, you can lunge a little bit deeper for the last 5. And back arm is strong. Space across the waist. 3, 2. Look down, hands down. Pivot on your back toes. Step back into a plank pose. And shift forward. Inhale. Exhale. Use your thighs. Pull back into your down dog. And keep the eye of the elbows turning up so your back is strong. And straight legs and little baby steps. And bring your feet all the way up to the top. And fingertips are fine. Big toes together. Inhale, lengthen and lift halfway. And keep your chest proud. As you exhale, take your right foot back onto the mat. And lunge into your front thigh. And feel the strength in your belly. With your inhale, float your arms forward. Nice. Bring your hands to your heart. Feel your feet. Exhale, twist to the left. Right elbow outside your left thigh. And hips stay square. And thumbs into the center of your heart. And strong right thigh, connect to your breath. There's those physical waves. With your exhale, bring your gaze and hands back to the mat. Inhale, puff the chest. Exhale, straighten your front leg and dive forehead to your knee. And bring it back. Inhale, lunge, pull your chest through. Soft eyes, exhale, lunge, fold. One more. Inhale, lunge, chest through. Exhale, straight leg, fold into your thigh. Nice. Inhale, come back to your lunge. Feel your feet. Exhale, rise, arms up, tailbone down, belly in. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, back heel down. You're in warrior two. And you got it. Straighten your front leg. And then inhale, reach your left arm up. And right hand down. Breathe up underneath your left rib cage. And turn your navel in, tailbone points down. Nice soft jaw as you inhale. Come back to your lunge. Exhale, land in warrior two. Back wrist in line with your front wrist. Chin over your left shoulder, gaze over your left fingertips. Feel your inner left thigh getting longer, lunge. Tailbone down on your exhale. You can lunge a little bit deeper. And feel it in persistence in the balance of your breath. Inhale. Exhale, gaze and hands to the mat. And pivot your back heel high. Step back into your high plank. Inhale, shift forward. And feel your thighs. Exhale, pull your hips up. And heels low, biceps, frame your ears in downward facing dog. And eye of the elbow turning up as you wrap the back of the elbows in. And bring your big toes together, heels up. Little bend to the knees, exhale, walk or light hop, come to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Heel toe your feet, mat width distance apart. It's a good day for a frog squat, everybody. Lower your hips down. And bring your elbows to your inner thighs, palms together in prayer. If the dizziness persists and head above and below your heart, then just stay here in the squat. Otherwise, elbows stay glued to the inner thighs. Chest proud, breathe in. Exhale, arms through, straight legs in a forward fold. Inhale, squat, hands to your heart. Exhale, fold, arms through your legs. Got it? Inhale, squat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, squat. Exhale, fold. Use the legs and extract the momentum for 5. Exhale, 4. Exhale, 3. Exhale, 2. Exhale, 1. Come back to your squat, hips low. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands down. Step back into your high plank. Bring your big toes together. Go left knee, left elbow. Work it out. Right knee, right elbow. Left knee, left elbow. Right knee, right elbow. Let's jog it out. Work it out. Breathe. 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 You got it. Back to your plank. Big toes touch. Slow down this exhale. And ground the left foot. Hover your right toes. And curl your right heel into your bum. Roll to the outer edge of your left foot. And step your right foot behind. And press your right thigh to the sky. Reach your right arm up. And gaze can lift as you feel the space in through your hips into your shoulders. And keep breathing, gaze down, bend your knees, dip your hips, and bring your right hand back around and pivot back into your down dog. Right foot stays, come down onto your right elbow. Got it? So your right elbow is down, your left elbow is up, and then open your left hip and throw the heel into your bum and keep drawing your chest back towards your right knee. So you should feel space in your right armpit. 3 breaths here. And pull your right elbow in towards the center line of your body for more support in the shoulder. And bring your left hip back square. Press up through your right palm. Come forward into your plank. Exhale, lower, strong legs. Inhale, tops of the feet, go up dog. Yes, exhale, press back, go down dog. And take a breath in, look at your thumbs. Exhale, right foot in between your hands. When it lands, and switch the weight, lift your back leg. And then bring your arms by your sides. And if that's too much, keep your hands on the mat. Or if you want something in between, one or both hands on your right ankle or shin. And draw to your breath, focus your eyes. Nice, you guys. Hands to the mat. Tuck your left knee behind your right knee. Softly take a seat. And so your right foot is outside your left thigh. Left heel on the outside of your right hip. Take your right hand behind you. Inhale your left arm up. Exhale, twist. Elbow outside your thigh. And slide your ears back. And keep your right hip heavy. Lift and receive as you exhale. And rotate your torso a little bit deeper. And feel the breath lift up the back side of your heart. And slowly come back to center. Hands behind, uncross your legs and set up for modified boat. And sacrum grounds, lift your feet, hands behind your knees. And you work to a neutral spine as you balance on your sacrum. Knees to your chest, arms can float out, palms face up. Okay, let's work the crow pose on our butt. Spread your knees, draw them up your arms above your elbows. Keep your big toes together, heels lifting up. And then press out through your palms. Feel your lats engage on your back. And shoulders down, little elevation to the chest and chin for 3, 2. And bring your knees together, hands behind. Make sure there's nothing behind you. And then start to rock and roll up and down your spine. It should feel pretty light. Okay, with the flow of your breath, cross your right ankle over your left. Exhale, roll over your shins. And step back into plank, proud chest. Right toes down, hover your left toes, curl your heel into your butt. Roll to the outer edge of your right foot. And step your left foot behind, open your left thigh. And take your left arm up to the sky. And space in your hips and your shoulders, you can reach your left arm forward. Keep breathing. Bend your knees, dip your hips. And gaze and left hand come back around. And square yourself into your down dog. Got it? Come down onto your left elbow, forearm turning in. Right hand supports. Chest to your left knee, float your right leg up, and then open your right hip. And curl the heel into your bum. And soften your jaw, steady your gaze. And breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. And square your right hip. Bring your right foot down. Press through your left palm, elbow up, shift forward into your plank. Exhale, lower halfway down. Tops of the feet, inhale, up dog, shoulders back. Exhale, lift your bum. And down dog, you got it. Gaze to your hands. And step your left foot forward. When it lands, transfer the weight, right leg lifts. Standing splits, don't think, just breathe. Arms by your sides. And keep moving in the direction of openness in your hamstring Okay, less curve in your spine, shoulders away from your ears. As you hinge more, right heel lifts higher. Nice. Bring your hands to the mat, right knee behind left knee. And use your belly, sit down slowly. Left foot is outside your right thigh. Left hip is inside your right heel. Take your left hand behind, sit up tall, right arm to the sky. As you exhale, elbow outside. And seated twist. And sit bones ground. Let the breath lift up the back of your heart. And slide your ears back. Exhale, rotate a little deeper. So good. With your inhale, come back to center. And hands behind, you're on these waves. Uncross your legs. And sacrum grounds, lift your feet. And set up your modified boat. Hands behind your knees, elbows turned into your sides. Lift the back of your heart. And feel the energy lifting. Okay, with balance, focus, arms by your sides, palms face up. You spread the knees, draw them up above the elbows so you're in a seated crow. Big toes together. And then lift the heart, shoulders down, elevate your gaze. And look at your toes, take your peace fingers, hook your big toes. And you can stay right here. Okay, roll your shoulders down away from your ears. Okay, the option is to lift the heart and then kick the legs straight and bring your inner thighs towards one another. And slowly spread your knees. And keep a hold of your toes. Let the pinky toe sides of your feet slowly come down onto the mat. Okay, take your fingers. Slide them in between your toes, one finger at a time. Okay, both hands, fingers in between your toe knuckles. You pull the fingers back in towards the feet closest to you. Draw your knees apart. Inhale, lift your heart up. Exhale with length and begin to hinge. And use your biceps. And stretching your inner thighs up to your groin muscle. And shoulders down. 3 breaths here. Good. With your inhale, chest up. Exhale, pinky fingers out, one fingertip at a time. And feel that release in your feet. Awesome. Hands to your outer thighs. Bring your knees up towards each other. And kick your right leg straight. And turn the sole of your left foot to your right inner thigh like a tree leg. You walk your hands forward and down your leg. And then see if you can get your hands all the way to the sole. Okay, wrapping around, interlace the fingers to the sole of the foot. And now work in the closed circuit. Kick out through your right heel, draw down through the inner thigh. And pull your right shoulder blade towards your spine and let your left ribs rotate towards your right knee. And feel your bum, shoulders down. With your inhale, lift your gaze up. And then exhale, release your grip. Okay, hands by your hips. Draw your heart up, shoulders down. Keep your seat flat. And you take a breath, feel your chest. So I'm just going to turn sideways so that you can see. Okay, so you're here. Okay, you're going to bend your right leg and take your right arm down underneath your right leg. And so I'm tucking the back of my right arm and behind my right knee and then putting the hand down onto the floor. Okay, your left ankle is going to come over and cross on top of your right ankle. Okay, pull your right elbow up. That's going to hike the right knee higher. You're on your outer left hip. And so you just start to scoot your bum a little bit to the right. Okay, the feet lift. You're on the shelf of your right elbow, ankles crossed. Okay, arms are like chaturanga, left elbow into your ribs. And then kick out through your legs. And breathe for 5, 4, chest down, butt up. 3, 2, and 1. Bring your left hip down. Easy landing. Sweet. Okay, I'm going to turn back. Left leg long, sole of your right foot to your left inner thigh. 8 angle pose. New one for you guys. Left leg extended, right foot tucked in. Crawl your hands down your leg. Reach for the sole of your left foot. And you can interlace your fingers all the way around as your hamstring and your back body opens up. You seal the lips, work in the closed circuit, and kick through your left heel, inner left thigh down. And draw your left shoulder blade back into the spine and your right ribs towards your left knee. And breathe with your inhale, lift your chin. Exhale, bring your hands back and beside your hips. Lengthen your neutral spine, lift your heart. And steady your gaze, catch a breath there. And so again, I'm just turning sideways and so that you can see me. You're here. And then just bend your left leg, bring your heel onto the mat. Take your left hand and then reach down under. And tuck the back of your left arm and behind your knee. Okay, left hand turns down onto the mat. Right. Roll over to your right thigh. And squeeze the ankles. And pull your heart through. You are ready for it. And keep working the legs straight and the back flat, chest through for 5, 4, 3, 2. Soft landing, right hip down. Good. And then just release. And straighten both legs out in front of you. And turn back. And reach under. Pull out the fleshy part of your bum. It's cool working that one in sequence and not just as a trick, but you can practice it independently. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, hinge. Touch your toes. Cool. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, swim the hands back beside your hips, chin to your chest. Fingertips point forward, elbows in. Exhale, roll your hips up and point your toes down. Elevate your heart and feel the inverted plank right here. Belly in, chin to chest. Bring your bum down. Go slow. And flex your ankles, toes to your knees. Walk your hands all the way back out to your feet. And go toes to your wrists. And beauty, all those twists, and you are free through your center. Hey guys, let's not confuse selfishness and freedom. And so explore your freedom, and while still being mindful of all beings, take an inhale. And as you exhale, forward fold. Notice any sensations through your middle spine. If there's any unevenness, take a breath into that space. With your inhale, roll up slowly. Release the hands, let them slide back. And bend your legs, feet flat. Let's give ourselves a little bit of a squeeze. Forehead to your knees, arms over your shins. And flutter your lips and relax your jaw. And take a moment here. The waves and the physical and the sensations, the emotion, the story, and the mental and the thoughts and the surfboard, your yoga mat, your awareness, and sitting on top of it all is your present self, the only way this life can be. And through the breath, it's all connected, and we can realize such things. When you're ready, go ahead and drink anything you'd like. And then turn around. Let's come into our final pose of this practice. In Shavasana, lying down onto your back, please. I mean, in Los Angeles, you guys, it is like the perfect weather day. Yeah, I think we all get that. Life imperfect, and it's a great little motto to keep us humble and to release expectation. But this weather is blessing us in something special, and for sure. And so I hope you all can feel it, whether you're Nathan out in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico, across the edges of this earth, as you lie down, please allow yourself and to feel the togetherness of this moment, that you're not alone. You may feel a little timid or shy to reach out, so at least we've got this thread of breath and communication going back and forth non-verbally. But when you feel comfortable reaching out or sharing, anything that you might be going through, anything you might be going through, ups and downs, twists and turns, and feel free to do that, everybody. And for now, just let go and relax in your Shavasana. So always feel welcome to stay in your Shavasana. The conclusion of the live stream doesn't need to pull you out of the ability to absorb your practice and the benefits of your practice. So please stay in your Shavasana for as long as you'd like. And I love hearing from you guys. I love seeing your posts and your shares. So, let's keep it going one day at a time. And I can't wait to see you all again very soon. Enjoy this day wherever you may be. And I hope to see you all this evening for our detox practice at 7:30. Namaste, everyone.